Ready for revolution. Assalamu alaikum, brother Eric Ture Muhammad here. We're waiting to populate a little bit, so let's get it in so we can get it on. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Brother Willie X. Brown, assalamu alaikum. Cicely Tyson, I'm sorry, Cicely Tyson, Cicely Williams. Glad to meet you. Sister Colleen, assalamu alaikum. Good to see you, good to see you. Brother Hakeem Booker in the house. All right. I hope your business is coming along well for you. Okay, give it a couple of seconds more, family. We're just still sharing. I hope you enjoyed the passion discussion last night with Mr. Best and Mr. Dalco. Hey, Courtney Frazier. Natural L Day, peace. Alicia, the mentor. Good to see you, Mr. Alicia. David Logan, Chris Mays out there in New Ark, New Jersey. Yeah, I'm quite excited. A couple of things going on. I'm sharing from my phone. And I got it all protected right here. Get all the little apps and gadgets and getting it in. There's a training going on at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with Brother Yassine on the Impulse K1 user group. The Impulse K1 user group. Hey, Sister Shanetra. This will be today at 10 a.m. Eastern. Go to the Facebook, look up the group, Impulse K1 user group, and join them 10 a.m. every Saturday. Brother Yassine is showing the thousands of people how to work with their K1 Impulse phone. I need to thank again Brother Jeff Shipley for making this happen. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Privacy is the order, believe me when I tell you. Okay? And when the laptop arrives, your laptop will be your bank. It'll be your bank. And your phone, hey, Brother James Marshall, and your phone will be your teller. So you no longer will you ever have someone else governing over your money, your finances, and telling you when you can have it. Guess what we didn't experience in the world of carrot balls? We didn't experience collapse. We didn't experience collapse. Not in that world. Because if you're successfully organized to exchange paper for gold, if you're successfully organized to move your assets in a way to protect your assets, then you should come out okay. Hey, Brother Ali, Assalamu alaikum. True detergent. So listen, yesterday was the first installment of Show Me the Money. And I specifically used yesterday to show you the compensation plan in carrot bars. That's all we dealt with yesterday. We showed you exactly right off the top, right out the gate, how to make the money. How to make the money. Why? Because we're in a state of application. We need to know how, the ABCs, the brass tactics to financing our financial revolution. We have to always be ready. So we were hit with a blow these past 3 weeks, or close to a month now, where people have been suffering health-wise, people have been suffering loss financially, people have suffered loss of life. And then you have quarantines and lockdowns that have started. Then you have the National Guard out in the cities in America. Hey, Sister South Asia. You know, uh, um, you have military personnel, the National Guard out in cities. Listen to me. These soldiers, these men and women, brothers and sisters, are not your enemy. They have a job. They have to perform their job, and they have to perform it in an environment of panic, not just the panic of the citizens, but they have their own unique panic because those citizens are also their family members. Those citizens are also their kith and kin. All right. So there's a lot of things that we can do to help us help ourselves. And in this opportunity, I want you to see now the money. This is the next step. For those who missed the training yesterday on how the compensation plan works in Karatbars, where you're in business and you can earn immediately from a free gold savings account with a free position, then I urge you to go to my Facebook, that's right, not Facebook, YouTube channel, the Eric Ture Muhammad YouTube channel, and you'll see the training yesterday, part 1 of Show Me the Money. Hey, Sister Noreen Childs. So, family, this is what we're dealing with today. So go to YouTube, Eric Ture Muhammad. That's the channel. You can search the name, and then you find the yesterday's video, Show Me the Money. Then you subscribe, you like, you share, you look, because eventually we're also going to show you how to produce and provide that magnificent audience known as the masses. Hey, Brother Keith Ivy. Assalamu alaikum. All right. So let's get it in. Organize now to see the money. Organize now to see the money. How do you get the money? You open your free gold savings account. You open up your free gold savings account and you produce your KYCs, meaning know your customer. Submit your proof of address, your proof of phone number. I'm sorry, proof of identity. Okay, proof of address, proof of identity. After you submit those items and approve, then you move on to get your Karatbars online payment system approved. All this that I'm sharing with you now, it may sound Greek to many of you, but it only takes 4 to 5 minutes to do. All right, and it hasn't cost you a dime. 4 or 5 minutes to do. You open your free gold savings account. All right, then you submit proof of ID, proof of residence. Then you, after you receive notification of the success of that, then you will register your online system that's already in the software that was given to you for free when you registered your free gold savings account. That's your CaratPay software. You register that software, you choose user questions, and then you create a PIN number by which you will remember. That PIN number allows you to authorize payments, withdrawals, all kinds of things that are associated with your finances. They are directly related to your ID number, your PIN number that you choose. Okay, then that's how you maneuver in the world of Karatbars. That's it. You're all fully set up now to save gold. You exchange paper for gold, and you allow that gold to build on your account. You acquire a package. A package allows you to earn more than once a month as opposed to 5 times a month. You know, I am always in the mode for more, M-O-R-E. My whole mode of operating is from the aspect of more. So when you operate from that aspect or that vantage point, you don't get tripped up and trapped off on what you don't understand. You didn't understand a system that collapsed on you. You didn't understand a system that is now proven to be broken. You didn't understand it, many of us, until it happened. And so many of us are home now trying to figure out what's next. Well, we already started that part. We're showing you what's next. The whole state of California is quarantined. The entire state of California is quarantined. That's serious. Okay, millions of people are in their homes if they have homes. Millions of people are in their homes struggling with shock, awe, and loss. Many struggling with a new addition, loneliness, because many are being quarantined and they don't have family, or they don't have or they don't live with their family, or they're separated from their loved ones, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your significant other, whatever you call them. And now you're operating off of phones. But wait, if you don't have the moratorium on your phone bill and it was cut off before this happened, and you have no money, you might be just operating off of Wi-Fi love. Listen. So that's a market. Organized to see the money. What is money? Gold. We've already clarified that. And I shared with you yesterday in the pre-call to the presentation from Mr. Best and Mr. Dalco last night. I shared with you Fall of America from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I shared with you the decline of the dollar and what it meant and what it stated. So for those who have missed that stream, I'm going to share with you just right now what he said and just how on time it is, because we're experiencing exactly what he said. Okay? It's chapter 20 of Fall of America. He says, and it states, the stronghold of the American government is falling to pieces. She has lost her prestige among the nations of the earth. One of the greatest powers of America was her dollar. Okay? The loss of such power will bring any nation to weakness, for this is the medium of exchange between nations. The English pound and the American dollar have been the power and beckoning light of these two great powers. But when the world went off the gold and silver standards, the financial doom of England and America was sealed. See, England gave birth to America. America in the scriptures known as Babylon or Babyland. Okay, it was birthed from a set of criminals out of Europe. Okay, and so America only followed what their parents had done. The pound has lost 50% of its value, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said. America's dollar has lost everything now as power backing for her currency, which was once backed by gold for every $5 note and up. All of her currency was backed by silver from a dollar note up. But today, he says, the currency of America is not backed by any sound value, silver or gold. The note today is something that the government declares they will give you the value in return, but does not name what that value is. But they definitely are not backing their currency with silver or gold. So what you see is the explanation of the illusion. Hey, Brother Larry Muhammad, Assalamu alaikum, Sister Tracy, out there in the yak. All right. Hey, Brother Mustafa. So the illusion, the veil has been removed. Now you've been forced to see the money. The illusion was the trash, the cash, the paper was money. We should have known something was up when it moved digital. Or you don't think your money moved digital? How many of you have debit cards, credit cards, do online payments? Are you pulling your cash out of your pocket, any paper out of your pocket to do any of that? No, it's a digital society. All right. The future of money from Dr. Harold Constantine Seitz. He lays out a chapter 5. In chapter 5, he deals with what could happen under a pending catastrophe when your money system is exposed for the fraud that it is. When you can't get out of your homes, what do you store for value? What do you store for wealth? And how do you maintain yourselves? That's in chapter 5. He's offering that right now as a free download, that chapter, as a result of the crises that he sees happening around the world. Any rate. So the veil's been pulled And the power, the wizard behind the currency is gold. It's gold. All right. So let's look at the definition to see. So not only can you see the money in terms of how it moves, how you move it, how you earn it, how you earn it by saving, but now you can see the money in terms of who to generate it from. Okay? So to see is to perceive with the eyes. That's one definition. You know, you look out your window, you can see the sky, you can see cars parked, you can see dogs being walked, you see grass, you see trees, you see, some of you see chaos. All right, but you can see. All right, that's the visual. That's the actual physical application of you utilizing these optics to optimize the environment, to scan the environment. Okay, so that's C. Hey, brother Christopher Shalbay. Rafus Jones, I see you out there, brother. All right, so now that's the first definition. That's the one that comes commonly with just your normal interaction or activity in the day or in life. But the next definition is to discern or deduce mentally after reflection. To discern or deduce mentally after reflection, the short, to understand. All right, so now what do we see? Let's analyze this. Do we see the security or the sense of security that we once enjoyed through this economy? Hey, brother Kansu, we enjoyed the idea of having a fixed payment system. I get paid every other Thursday, or I get paid every other Friday, or I get paid once a month, or I get paid twice a month. And then you relegate yourself to sacrifice time, location, and sacrifice additional finances to get a check that comes to you already behind the curve. What do I mean? Look how much it used to cost you to have a job. You're already paying rent and utilities, or house notes and utilities and car notes, or you're paying for transportation to and about, around, get around. But now you're paying for food to eat, to prepare yourself for your work day. You're paying for your lunches and your breaks. You're paying for the gas to get to where you need to go, or the monthly transportation cards or apparatuses that you use by which you got to work. But wait, you're also paying for the cleaning of your clothes, your uniform, the shoes that are required for that work, depending upon the labor that you had to do, or you found yourself paying for a certain level of training, in order to be adept or have the acumen to actually realize the job. ACEs, Sajija. All this payment was never calculated into the value of the labor. All that was being paid was what the employer needed from you. It's very critical to understand. Many of us really believe we have or had good jobs. They may have been jobs you enjoyed, but were they really good jobs? They were good for somebody. The need was definitely there, but the one that it was truly good for was the one who owned the system. There's a difference between owning the system and owning the job. Owning the job means that you are the employee, you are the supervising employee. You own the business, but you have to turn the key. You have to open the door, close it. You have to turn the lights on, turn them off. You have to make sure people are paid. You have to make sure inventory is stocked. You do everything the employee does plus. but you own the job in self-employment. But when you're a part of a system, you operate it out of the power of leverage. We're operating out of leverage and exponential growth. Christopher Chalbay says, unless you are a professional athlete, there is no such thing as a good job. That's very that sounds pretty good. I like to include entertainers in that. Let me know what you think about that, Christopher, because maybe entertainers are also in that arena. That's interesting. All right, so to operate out of a system, you have literally transcended from the employee mode and the owning a job mode to a system by which you now gain the benefit of the wealthy. And the formula of the wealthy is having 1% of 100 people's efforts as opposed to 100% of your own. Because if those efforts produce residual, hey, Sister Denise, hey, I can't front, Sister Denise. I've been watching your yoga presentations. You know, I sit down and watch it though. I sit down and pretend that could be me one day. Anyway, thank you for your contributions to health and wealth. So I understand the wealth principle. That wealth principle was introduced to us by a gentleman named John Paul Getty. Some of you refer to him as J. Paul Getty. And he says, and the quote is, I'd rather 1% of the efforts of 100 people than to have 100% of my own efforts. Okay. So when you're in a system that speaks to that principle, you glean at least 95% of the wealth associated with that system. While those who work for you as an employee or work for you as a owner of a job, their efforts pay you, the system, because their efforts produce no leverage. All right. However, in our world of carrot bars that we introduced to some of you yesterday and others presented, we showed you that the entire system is a system of reward for everybody. Everyone gains in carrot bars. Everyone produces. It's a benefit for everybody. Okay. Hey, Sister Marilyn Blount. Christopher says they have it a lot. Oh, I'm sorry. Unless you are a professional athlete, there's no such thing as a good job. In reference to my musicians, he said they have it a lot harder. I wouldn't want to be a musician. That's really hard work. Okay. Cherno. That's my brother from Guinea Conakry. All right. So organize yourself to see, what do you discern? What do you deduce? What do you mentally understand upon reflection? So now that invincibility that was provided in the system that you understood to work has now collapsed. Delta sent 10,000 people home. 10,000 people around the world were sent home. Marriott International owns 5,000 hotels. They sent hundreds of thousands of people home, closed hundreds of hotels, and those that remained open, they closed hundreds of floors to streamline their ability to secure them. Some people will not receive unemployment or partial employment compensation because of the way they were relieved from duty. They were put under a certain status where they couldn't even apply. Then you have others who have been, but there was nobody to apply to, because as the shutdowns occurred and the businesses were locked off and the offices have been locked off, and now people are being quarantined and working from home out of the panic, you can't get your applications done as quick as you like. Here's the other side of it. Well, some of us said, oh, well, we'll just live off of our savings. Let's pull some money out here and there, make sure we can get what we need. And some of you went to the bank to pull out $5,000, $10,000, $30,000, $600. If it was over 500, you were hard pressed. There was a mini run on the banks yesterday and the day before, to the extent that first the ATMs were then saying we don't have $100 bills. We only have these denominations. Then they switched up to say, hey, you have a limit of, your daily limit is. And they changed the limits to your ability to withdraw. Then you had nobody you could talk to because they closed the inside of the banks. You couldn't even get inside the banks because of this mandatory spacing rule of 6 feet or more. Oh man, this whole thing was well thought out to make sure that you couldn't see the obvious, which was the reset of an entire economy, not just our economy in the United States, but a world economy. There's an entire reset going on, and people are trying to figure out how they're going to move. Well, the people responsible for it already know how they're going to move. That's why you have certain things in place. In the area of Georgia where I live right now, there's a curfew. 7 a.m., you can go out into the street. 9 p.m., you better not be found out there. Elderly are allowed to shop first in certain stores before the general public goes in, because that's their way of looking out for the elderly, the frail. That's commendable. All right, then you have the aspect of all these jobs being reshifted. I'm organizing you to see the money. All these jobs have been reshifted. Okay, how do you mean reshifted? Well, everybody sent home, and now they send everybody home, and immediately Amazon offers 100,000 jobs. They're paying them, but there are no benefits associated with it. Coca-Cola offered 15,000 jobs yesterday. You're going to see more and more of that, because there's a method to the madness. There's chaos. There's a method to the chaos, the organized aspect of the chaos that we have not been made to look at. But you no longer have to submit to that game, because now you're able to discern what happened to you. You're able to deduce mentally after reflection, because you're home. You're home thinking about what we're saying. You're home thinking about all that we said before that may not have appealed to you earlier. Hey, Brother Dave Logan, you're right. Gold is real money. Sister Miriam Beechup. So what do you do? What do you do? Now that you see a system has failed you, do you continue now to do for 10 years what you did the last 10 years? Do you continue to ignore the song that we sing in Wealth Builders Worldwide? That if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. Are we going to allow ourselves to be moved to insanity? We don't have to. Because if we exercise right now the wealth principles, you can literally stabilize or maintain the stability in your household to get through this hour. This hour is not as dark as many perceive. Hey, Brother Gregory, Assalamu alaikum. A lot of people perceive this hour to be extremely dark, financially speaking. But it really isn't if you're watching these streams and you're looking to see as we see. Can you save yourself a gram of gold monthly? Can you find yourself exchanging 60 of your dollars for gold and holding it and getting paid to tell others to do it and getting paid for what you hold? You're getting paid to save your own gold. Go to the stream on yesterday. Go to the YouTube channel, Eric Ture Muhammad, and look up Show Me the Money. It should be the first, I believe, video on that page, the immediate one you'll see, the most recent one. And it shows you how we make the money in carat bars. It's not the normal overview of presentation. It goes directly to the compensation plan. All right, so I want to help you organize the seed of money, and then I'm going to show you some. Okay, remember 10 a.m. Eastern. For those of you who want to learn how to work from your phone. You say, what do you mean your phone? I'm talking about us carat bar holders. Those who want to work from our Impulse phones. Join the group. Brother Yassine is doing a training on Facebook at the Impulse K1 Users Group Facebook page. The Impulse K1 User Group Facebook page. And Brother Yassine is doing a presentation at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to show you how to maneuver through your new, highly encrypted, unhackable, blockchain operated, WIM operated, satellite operated, SIM card operated K1 Impulse phone. All right. We are going to show you. Now, family, we're going to show you some things that I don't want you to sleep on. I have learned that procrastination is a self-imposed sin. Procrastination really has nothing to do with time management. Procrastination has everything to do with emotions. How you feel about a thing. We're trying to get you past that feeling. Hey, Brother Doc Gable, Glenn Perkins in the house. Sister Deborah Thompson Bay. Who else is in here? Richard Shoto. All right. So continue to share, family. In our sessions, we always ask this question. Where are you now? Where are you right now? Where do you want to be? We're speaking financial. Where are you right now? Where do you want to be? You know what you see there? Distance. Distance. Here's where you are. Here's where you want to be. What's the distance between there? What is required for you to get where you want to be? I submit to you that the distance between where you are right now and where you want to be is found right here, called list. The list. I was listening to Tears of Fears, the duet, who produced the song Shout. And the song lyrics are shout, shout, the chorus rather, shout, shout, and let it all out. These are the things you can do without. They say, come on, I'm talking to you. Come on. Hear that now. Shout, shout, let it all out. These are the things you can do without. You're learning what to hold on to and remove. Okay. So in order to see the money, you have to discern. You have to make a list. We recommend that you make a list of 100 people or more. Now, what do you do with this list? Well, with this list, you reach out to people and you talk up the opportunity. Hey, girl, it's me, Brenda. Do you look for ways to make more money? Look, I'm going to send you something really quick. I want you to take a look at it. You send it to them. Or another means of communicating, being that everyone is home, searching for a way, they're all over the internet. Facebook's user base, I'm sure, has gone up. 2.7 billion users were daily before the crisis. There's no telling how many are on there now. How many of the friends have you ever contacted about an opportunity and got paid for it? Many of us reach out to talk to people about foods that we've eaten or a certain level of shopping that we've done or a craft that we learned. But we don't get paid for those endorsements, generally speaking. But now in the confines of your home, you could turn the confines into comfort of your home once again. You reach out to people. You talk to people. Okay? And it might be your settings, Brother Greg, if you can't hear. Everyone else seems to be able to hear me. So what do? You make a list of at least 100 people or more. You make that list and you contact them. If you aren't comfortable, if your emotions are getting the best of you, then procrastination will occur. You don't want your emotions to get the best of you. You want your ability to discern to get the best of you. You want your understanding to get the best of you, and you want to utilize your phone to reach out to people. And what will happen? Well, if you have Facebook, go through your friends list. Send them a message. Hey, do you look for ways to make more money? Hey, I have an opportunity for you right now. And you reach out to people. And when they respond, you respond by writing it down to follow up, because your fortune will be in your follow-up. So you make a list of 100 people or more. And now it's so easy to do. You get past your fright of calling people. Because if your dream is big enough, if your vision and desire is big enough, it will eclipse your fears. False evidence of appearing real. False evidence appearing real. That's the acronym for fear. Jim Rohn taught us that one. All right, so you make your list. What do you do with your list? You call, you text, you email, and you talk. Some of the people are right there inside your household. This is known as your warm list. Some of the people you already have their numbers for. Those are known as the contacts you have in your phone. They're considered a warm list. Your Facebook friends, your Instagram friends, your LinkedIn friends, your Snapchat friends. All of these are contacts that are already developed for you because you made a way to create the relationship. Now, you may have never intended to create it beyond gossiping, but you got some good news to share right now. And sharing that good news to them will in turn become greater news for you. So that's known as your warm list. Your warm list. Because, well, in the traditional marketing, old days of marketing networking, right? You were asked to make a list of 2,000 to 3,000 people. Why? Because in those days, sociologists and psychologists had already determined that by the age of 30, you already knew 3,000 people by name. You knew them on a first name basis. And so they encourage you to write, well, we really encourage you to write a list of 2,000. So anyway, you fell short, you were still ahead of the game. So you had to write a list of 2,000 people. And then you reached out to those people and made appointments. And then after you made the appointments from the people you reached out to, you keep a list of it, a ledger of the people that you reached out to. I still keep ledgers of people that I reach out to, but I don't just do any kind of ledger. All right. I will write out everybody that I've contacted, or I used to. Since a particular training I received from Mr. Dalco, and many of us received from Mr. Dalco, we do a reverse call list. And our reverse call list is simpler, okay? Because it helps you to discern and sort. So we have trackers that are on our wealth building site that shows you how to organize yourself. But I don't find the material large enough for me because I work on all of it regularly, okay? So on these pages, I write it all out. I write it all out. And I used to keep these books month to month. This is an older book. This is when, this is November, okay? But I would write out all the names. Now, what I do now is I reach out to everyone, and then I rewrite the names of those that respond positively. And I put it in my appointment book. Because now you find yourself, this is your treasure book. Because your fortune is in the follow-up. So if I reach out to Brother Gregory and I call Gregory and I say, hey, Greg, I know you don't have a lot of time, but if I send you this video of this opportunity, will you look at it? And he says, yes, go ahead and send it to me. Great. I send it to him and I let him know, look, it's only 3 minutes long. The presentation is 8 minutes long, gives you an overview. You think you have time to watch it in 8 minutes and then I'll call you back in a half hour? It's either yes or no. You schedule an appointment though, but you schedule the appointment that you know you're going to keep. I understand that most of us will keep our appointments today because it's not like you're pressed to get out somewhere. I'm not trying to be funny. All right. So whatever you agree to, you then write it down in your follow-up, your treasure book. You see, you write it in your treasure book. I don't want to give out some of the numbers. I'm moved to an old page of people that I've already, no, I'll just keep it like this. So you put it in your book with date and time of follow-up where you left off in the conversation. Why do you write it? Because you write it for the contract that you're making with yourself. You're making an absolute contract with yourself to commit to making it happen. And you'll find your fortune is in the follow-up. Then as your base of people grows, that's exponential growth. Because you who are already saving in gold are talking to other people about the opportunity to save in gold. And now everyone is saving in gold. Here's the thing, with your list of 100 people, do you wait a month, 2 months? Do you just drag out who you talk to? When I began, I was talking to 100 people a day and my business exploded in a week. For the first week of my journey in Karatbars, I called 100 people a day for the first 7 days. And inside the 2 days of the 7, I used those to follow up with the people that responded to the opportunity. And our business exploded in ways that to this day, I'm now getting paid for. Because in this business, it's not what you finish, it's what you begin. But you have to really, truly begin. You have to get your run and your grind on. Check this out. Don't forget, at 10 a.m., Impulse K1 user group, Facebook group. Join that group and learn how to operate your phone. 10:45 is our power call, 10:45 Eastern. That's our power call on goldrocks.info, www.goldrocks.info. Immediately after the power call is the 12 o'clock training. Check that out. We're talking about exploding your business. We waste no time. It's concentrated, it's mass action all over the world because the world is waiting for the opportunity we have. People are reaching. People are hoping. And we have the opportunity. We need to grab their hands. That's why we're talking to you right now. Okay. Let's look at a little power that you have here from your free position. That's your uni level. This is you saving 1 gram of gold a month. And you're encouraging teams. Some of y'all type out how many people you have on your team. Tanisha Glassby yesterday in our program, she typed out she had 530 she personally sponsored. How many do you have personally sponsored? Just type it out. Okay? Because each sponsorship, each affiliate you bring on board is a team member. All right? So this is you. The system will automatically put people on your left and right side. Okay? So you put a family member here. You put a family member here. You're operating from your warm list. People are signing up for the free accounts. Okay? That's 1 team, 2 teams, 3 teams, 4 teams, 5 teams. That's 6 teams in your organization. All right? This is just the sake of illustration. This is just a board thing. Okay? What makes them a team? Well, each one of them are going out to tell 2 people. But in your unit level, we encourage you to maximize it to tell 5 people. So those 6 have told 5, and those 5 have now joined on to you. Now your team is 30 people. You understand? Your team has gone from 6 people, and each of them bringing 5. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it's really 36 people there. But those 5 are going to do what you've encouraged them to do. I'm yelling now because I lost my earpiece. So those 5 are now bringing 5. But I'm sorry. Yeah, they're bringing 5. That has now multiplied your organization because your 5 now has become 10 on each line. Each one of those will do that. They'll continue to do that. There'll be continued exponential growth. But now you have a situation where, well, what are they doing? What are you bringing them to? You're asking them to save 1 gram of gold. This is for illustration, because many people save more. But let's say you're asking them to save 1 gram of gold a month. That's $60, more or less. Okay? So if they're all saving $60, how much is coming into your business monthly? If you're saving 1 gram, that's $60. That's you, $60 a month. Okay? That's you. I'm opening the calculator on my K1 phone. Can y'all see that? Sort of bright, screen too bright. All right. So let's just look at this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 66 people plus yours would make 67 people on this illustration. So 67 people saving 1 gram of gold a month, that's $60. At $60, that's $4,020 a month coming to your organization that you're generating in the organization. But wait, what happens when you have 100 people doing it? What happens when 200 people are doing it? What happens when 1,000 people are doing it? What happens when 10,000 people are doing it? They're all just doing the simple thing of duplication. They're doing duplication. That grows your leverage of others. You're getting, if you're just doing one, right? If you're just doing 1 gram a month, you represent 1% of 100 people. You represent 100% of the work. But if you get 100 people to each give 1%, meaning get 1 gram of gold a month like you're doing, then you've literally taken 1% of 100 people's efforts. 1% of 100 people. All right? So each one of them is bringing 1 gram of gold to your organization. And that allows you to earn a monthly income residually. A commission structure that's set up to give you up to 6% commission monthly. But let's take it another route. Let's say you don't want to earn out of the unilevel solely, because the unilevel only pays once a month. Now, I say only because it's the slowest way to get paid in this opportunity. But if you want to accelerate your income, you acquire a package. You acquire a package. And with a business package, you earn you get paid 5 times per month. Potentially, you're paid 5 times per month, meaning you get 1 month, right, of your regular savings commission. That's free. That's done without the package. But you can get paid weekly from getting others to do as you have done, because your business package is a good face gesture to carrot bars. You're saying, not only am I saving gold, but I want to encourage others in this unique referral opportunity. So I'm going to acquire a package. I'm going to get a bronze. I'm going to get a silver. I'm going to get a gold, or I'm going to get a VIP package. And I'm going to get started. And when I get started, you're agreeing with me that you will make sure I receive residual income for the efforts, the contracted efforts of others. So if I acquire a package and someone else acquires a package, I get 10%. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Hey, brother Dwayne Taylor, how you doing, coach? Brother Zachary Muhammad, assalamu alaikum, good to see you. Anthony Granville, hey man, finally my friend. Evan Wesley, oh brother. Sister Santoya, can't wait, Santoya, till you get up here and do your live stream. We're gonna do it together, okay? My daughter Nakia is on the line, lawyer extraordinaire. Brother Bilal, assalamu alaikum. Azuddin, assalamu alaikum. Sister Karen Muhammad. So when you have that monthly secured in savings, that's one stream in the month. But every Friday, without fail, on our prepaid, privately issued MasterCard, we receive residual income based off of the efforts of others. How much can that be? Well, it's really unlimited, unless you fall into the category where you put so much on your card that you have to be issued another card. That has happened to many of us in the world of Karatbars. All right, so you have the package scenario. And let's say you start off at a bronze. Well, I'll be getting off all into the compensation plan. I don't want to do that. I want you to go back to the training yesterday. Go to the Eric Ture Muhammad YouTube channel and pull down Show Me the Money. And you will see the entire compensation plan right there. All I gave you was the compensation plan. I didn't give you a lot of the enthusiasm behind what we have. I just gave you the nuts and bolts as to how you can make that money right now. Okay. So what do these packages come with? They come with E-points, which are known as exclusive points. That's what it stands for. It comes with free gold, cash gold. It comes with units that are geared towards dual team payouts, meaning each package carries a status. You heard me mention the status earlier: bronze, silver, gold, VIP. And each status gives you a guaranteed payout amount based on the status or the status of that package. You get units, and once you get a certain amount of units, 75, 25 on one side, 50 on the other, it guarantees you a payout of whatever the status promises. Okay? Hey, this is Janita. So, what's the power in E-points? Well, if you had hotel stays, they used to be known as reward points, honors programs. If you deal with airlines, frequent flyer mileage, right? You get so many points accumulated, you could then take those points and exchange them for other benefits associated with the hotels or associated with the airline. In the world of Karatbars, we control the entire ecosystem. We have our own economy right there. You're literally off the grid of the loss and the lack that the world is responding to right now. So in our E-point system, you can exchange it for one of the phones. You can exchange it for a laptop. You can exchange it for more gold. You can exchange it for cash gold. I got some sitting over there. You can exchange it for some of the cash gold, right? You can exchange it in our exchange for the cryptocurrencies, the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, the KBC coins. You can exchange for more gold in our Unival system. Hey, Brother Alvin, salam alaikum. You have that kind of advantage. You can also exchange with other merchants who accept the K Merchant program. The K Merchant program is a program where people accept Bitcoin and KBC and other cryptocurrencies as payment. If you're a lawyer, you can accept fees through the K Merchant system. It's free to join. How would you, any merchant now, you're home, right? But there's counsel that you can give from your home, whether you're a lawyer, whether you have some kind of a medical practice, whether you have engineering degrees. There's a lot of things you can do from home. So being that you're there, some of you are software engineers. People are now trying to figure out how they can make their business work from home because now they can't go into the corporate structure. Well, if you joined me and I gave you a link to your free K Merchant system, your POS system, it allows you to accept Bitcoin. It allows you to accept KBC. It allows you to accept Ethereum. All right. You can literally pay for the services that you want through your cryptocurrency coin. And you as the merchant now, or the vendor, you have the opportunity to either keep it as the asset that it is in its cryptocurrency state, or you can exchange it at the click of a button and determine what currency you want that coin to be translated into. So if I accepted 5,000 US in Bitcoin, I want it in US dollars, then at the click of the button, that Bitcoin will be converted to US dollars. Look at it this way. How would you like to see 100% of your revenue and 0% in fees? Because there's no credit cards or debit cards associated with this system. So you pay the banks nothing. You are your own bank. You are your own teller. I'm trying to tell you. So you have that kind of opportunity. All that can be garnered through e-points. But wait, you could also redeem the points for cash. Cash gold is the liquid gold. This is what I mean by liquid gold. That's my term. All right. We live in a digital age. We do save in the hard asset of gold, the store of value. Peace, Almighty, seventh jewel in the house. Okay. We do save, right, in the hard physical gold. You know, the LMBA, London Bullion Marketing Association. Here's a sample of the gold. All right. It's wallet size. It can fit in your wallet. It can fit in your purse, in your pocket. Okay. But that's 1 pure gram of gold right there. LBMA, London Bullion Marketing Association. This is a branding card from WBW. See that? Wealth Builders Worldwide. That's us all day, every day. Your card is signed off by with Dr. Sykes. Okay. So these cards carry 1 gram of gold, 2.5 grams of gold, and 5 grams of gold, respectively. These are stores of value. Okay. If you utilize those cards, you not utilize, but if you save in those cards, they create a loyalty bonus for you. The cards that I didn't show you the other cards, the cards come free from your loyalty to saving for yourself. You pay yourself first, and after 12 months, in the 13th month, Karatbars is now sending you free gold. I got a delivery yesterday. You know, FedEx came without fail. They don't want to touch you. It normally requires a signature, but they waive that part and they're knocking at your door and they make sure you come to the door. And then the package is left. You grab the package. This brother, he came, he put his on the ground and stepped back to make sure that he had the space that he needed. He saw me, I saw him, I waved, and he clicked his little handheld and went on about his business, and I went on to secure our gold. When in the loyalty program of Karatbars, you can receive up to 25 grams of gold free. Oh, I'm sorry, every month. So you think about that other residual, where if the gram of gold is costing 60 US dollars and you're getting 25 grams of gold a month free, then your net worth has now become $1,500 a month or 18,000 additional a year. Just a thought. Any rate, so cash gold is the paper note that has the gold embossed inside. And you can exchange it with those who have K-exchange programs with us, store owners, or you can move it digitally along your free cryptocurrency exchange or within your Karatbars free software, and you can exchange that way. Hey, Brother Braden, happy anniversary to you and your queen. And so you're able to manipulate the movement of gold, the movement of money to get more. And then you have the units. The units are generated from others saving gold, acquiring packages, or other gold products that you have nothing to do with. There's a brother on this line right now. Hey, Brother Supreme, Assalamu alaikum. There's a brother on this stream now. I'm not going to call his name out. Check out what he did. All he did was go to sleep early last year. And he woke up to 7,500 euros in his account. And it scared him so bad, he thought he was going to jail because he didn't understand where this money was coming from. You're going to experience that too in the world of Caraballs. So check out what happens. We had to research to find out who the fellow was. It turns out that he saw a video presentation from one of the leaders, and the brother was smart enough to put his referral link on the video as he shared it out through Facebook. That man showed it to his wife, and he in turn purchased a $25,000 package of gold and purchased an additional $25,000 package of gold for his wife and purchased an additional $25,000 package of gold for his business. And this man woke up to a 10% commission of 7,500 euros, and he knew nothing about the person, didn't know where or how it came to him. It just represented more. So you have an opportunity. Hey, Sister Linda Johnson Spence. Oh, so you have an opportunity in front of you where a whole world has been made to stand still. You remember the movie, The Day the Earth Stood Still? Did you ever think it would stand still for you? Because that's the opportunity that's in front of you. So your list becomes important because you share the opportunity. Your list becomes important because you follow up on the opportunity that you shared. Then as they become active in the opportunity, you start earning additional freedom. It's just that simple. Many of us aren't as affected in the immediate as a result of the current crises because we learned to dig our well before we needed the water. I was blessed. I was fortunate. I listened to my wife's commands as she tricked me into this opportunity. I listened to her. And as a result, we are developing a level of stability that did not allow us to be as affected as others. Okay? So what do you do now? Have we arrived? Do we go out here and beat people over the head? Hey, I told you we had something going on. No. What we do now simply, we just dig a deeper well. We continue to build. And what you did not see before, you now see. And what you didn't see available to you before, that also you now see. Gold is money. Closing on these 10 points. Why Caraballs is free to join. It's your own business. And even though you're in business for yourself, you're not by yourself. It's a global economy, billions of people around the world, and 99% of them have no idea that gold is money. You are ahead of the game. It's unlimited income. There are no levels in Caraballs. This means that you can earn into infinity. Flexible hours. You can do it all day, every day. You can do just what I shared with you from yesterday alone, part-time. You designate the hours and you can literally earn 2,000 to 3,000 euros a month. 6, inheritable asset. Every aspect of Caraballs, every activity within Caraballs is an asset producing activity. That's also another reason, but it's an inheritable asset. You can leave it for generations. We build legacy wealth here. So your daughters, your sons, your grands, your greats, your great-greats, people down the road will have statues and they'll be honoring your name because you came. Our product is money. Gold is money. 8, we already mentioned, every activity in Caraballs is an asset producing activity. I'm trying to get my fingers up here so you can see it. 9, no employees. 10, you're working from your home. You have no overhead. And as you file your taxes, you are now in the tax base of the wealthy because you're dealing out of free enterprise, dealing with working from home. A home-based business guarantees you perks of the rich. But you'll learn that as we move forward in some of the trainings. So I want to thank you for the opportunity that you allowed me. at 10 a.m. Eastern, which is about 40 minutes or so from now, Brother Yassine will be on the Facebook group called Impulse K1 User Group, and you can learn how to use your new phone. You can learn how to use it. Okay, I want to show off mine. There we go. I don't want to show you my codes on the phone, so let me. I mean, on the screen. Let me turn it around here. This is your K1 Impulse phone. Privacy is the new order. All the apps, everything is there. It operates off of WIM. I mean, I keep saying WIM, but it operates with the WIM. We don't have ours yet. But it operates off a satellite. It operates off of Wi-Fi. It operates off of a transferred SIM card. It costs 6 KBC coins for monthly use. All right, so 10 o'clock, a few minutes from now, Eastern, Impulse K1 User Group on Facebook. But y'all seen is doing a presentation there. It's short. 10:45 begins the power call with the Wealth Builders Worldwide Leadership, and we will be on www.goldrocks.info at 10:45 a.m. Spread the word. You will not be disappointed. Immediately after that, on the same station, www.goldrocks.info, we have our full Karatbars presentation where you can see it live and understand what this opportunity is. That's the time, along with the power call, that's the time that you bring everybody you can to that opportunity. Let them see what we saw to put us in the position that we're in right now. Okay? Thank you, family, for watching. Thank you for allowing me to share. Thank you for sharing with others. And more importantly, go to Eric Ture Muhammad YouTube channel. Get the first portion of this where you see exactly how the money moves, how you make the money in the opportunity so you can get started and get busy right now. Okay? So peace and power. Walaikum salam, Brother Roland Muhammad. I see you, brother. And I'll see us all on the other side of money.